Hi, Johnny here. Welcome to Nod Shake Reviews. Before this thing begins, I just want to recap. Earlier in the week, I had a little video asking which review you guys want to see first. What movie are you most excited for the Barbie, Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer, whatever the hell it's called, double feature of Barbie and Oppenheimer. I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted, who put in their input. It's the most votes that we've had for anything. So again, thank you so much. It was actually very interesting to see. For the most part, it was very neck and neck to the point where I had to put the votes to more than one day. I thought it was going to be, what do you want to see? And then knew right away. But it was an actual thing. So thank you, everybody. So the movie that came on top was Oppenheimer. So without further ado, well, there's the episode theme and the intro and the Nod or Shake Reviews. Willie nod or Willie shake. Yeah! Hello, Johnny here with Jim, Bobby, and Shannon. Welcome to another thing of Nod or Shake Reviews. Nod if it's good, shake if it's not so good. Either way, you should check it out because you might find your new favorite movie. We are doing a double feature tonight, so stay tuned. Later on, we'll have the Barbie review coming up. So, anyways, on to the review.
Oppenheimer!
Yep. Big. I'm gonna say something that... I'm gonna say something big. I'm gonna say a couple things big, so I apologize. I think this is my favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
Ooh, I was gonna say the same.
I genuinely think it's a
banger.
It's a heavy movie. It's heavy.
It hits you. Hits you in the face.
It hits you hard. Not even the
rightfully so. I mean,
Not even the atomic bomb stuff, but just the way that he was treated kind of really hits you hard, how he was treated by the government and all that. Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., just top-notch performances, top-notch.
I think Robert Downey Jr. did a hell of a job.
Absolutely,
hell of a job. I mean, especially coming from the Marvel stuff. It was going to be hard to break the mold of I Am Iron Man.
He broke it.
This guy was great. He was amazing.
This is kind of a spoiler if you don't know any of the history. So he was such a good villain. Because he's basically the villain.
Yeah,
of
course. Yeah. No, he was so good because he was so subtle.
Yeah. That's what I think about Cillian Murphy's performance. It wasn't like, heavy crying and yelling. It was just you saw the weight of the world on this man's shoulders, and everything was just so subtle, but you could see it and you could feel it.
You could feel that, like before all of it.
Yeah.
How important the science of it was to him, and then after, which was true. After he saw the effects, he was no longer a proponent. No longer wanted to, advance to the H bomb.
It can be confusing. There is a lot to follow, and narratively,
there are three timelines.
Yeah, narratively, he weaves it through at different parts, and you kind of have to keep up. But I think it's what makes the movie, actually.
100%, because you're only getting bits and pieces.
Yeah, and then the more you find out, the more satisfying it is.
And of course, Christopher Nolan did a hell of a job with, building the scenes so that you could always differentiate the timeline.
Yeah.
And not just because of the makeup and the event. It's just everything that he does. He does in such a way where you could tell the narratives apart.
Favorite Christopher Nolan film, hands down, without a doubt. I didn't feel confused for the first time, actually, from a Nolan film. So, hey, shout out to that. Shout out to Cillian Murphy. Definitely think he deserves an Oscar nom for this. Florence, even though she was in it very little, she knocked it out of the park for me because she was what I was looking forward to the most. Storyline, I know a lot of people were saying the storyline really wasn't there, but I actually enjoyed it.
Oh yeah,
the whole story.
It's very, very heavy dialogue film compared to his other ones, which I think I preferred more.
Honestly, the way the story was built, and it continuously kept building, almost as if like
it was like a bomb about to go off.
Yeah,
literally.
and honestly, the actual bomb wasn't the bomb that you were left with. It was the realization that the man had after the fact. But I'm sorry, you go.
Oh no, I just like just like the whole like from the beginning to end, you could just feel the heaviness to it. It went from light to you can feel how dark it went and got. And honestly, it was just really good, hands down. Probably my favorite movie of the year so far. But definitely gonna be an Oscar nom. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And I'm very surprised there's a lot of casting. So be ready for that. Yep. I was shocked the entire time. Yeah. But that's all I got really.
I love this film for a multitude of reasons. Number one, it did very well keeping with the actual history of events. A lot of misconceptions are around the A-bomb and the World War II. For instance, most people don't know that we were no longer fighting. Adolf Hitler was dead. Germany was pretty much out of the war. Japan, the reason why we picked the two targets, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, is literally because the rest of Japan was on fire because we firebombed the rest. They picked those targets solely because it would cause the most devastation, and not to their military, but just in terms of like how much would burn. So that's why Tokyo was not attacked, because Tokyo was already gone. Things of that nature. I think the only piece of history that they got wrong was we didn't know about the Holocaust until we were after Adolf was already dead. Other than that, historically, very, very accurate to just very, very freaking well done. Nolan, master at the craft, always finds ways to outdo himself and always finds a team to help him do it.
Music was good.
Music was good. Sound crew. Yeah. They never get credit where credit is due. In this movie, they did an amazing job.
Shout out to them.
To literally force you on the edge of your seat. Yeah. And then when the bomb goes off and just goes silent, it hits you more than any explosion would. And that happens again at the end for reasons I won't say. But when it goes silent, you're left with that thought like,
are we doing the right thing here?
The chain reaction is real, and we're still feeling it. Oppenheimer, great movie, great man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a lot to top this, and we're off to see Barbie. So good luck, Barbie. Alrighty, thanks for cringing again. Subscribe.
We'll see you in 5.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Yes. We'll see you at Barbie. All right, bye bye.
Boom.
Thanks for cringing.